Writing SVGs as React components has been super successful and productive for me. Long gone are the days of being handed off an SVG, let's say a caret for example, and you get 4 files for one SVG. The caret points up, left, down, right. And next thing you know, you need another color, so you have 4 more files for the same exact SVG in the same exact directions, just in a different color. Well, lucky for us, we're not rolling around in the mud anymore, building tents out of sticks and leaves. React is sophisticated, and it gives us an API to build reusable SVGs via React components. So for this video and this example, we're going to use a caret SVG. We're going to build a simple React component for this, step by step, very straightforward. First though, let's take a look at it in action. Let's see what we're going to be building, and then let's build it. So here's our caret SVG I've been hyping up. Right now it's black, it's facing down, and its size is 100 by 100 pixels. But I've hooked up this really simple UI to show how easy we can just change the state of this component and it can become whatever we want it to be. So one React component, 1 kilobyte big, this caret can become whatever we need it to become. So as I change elements on this form, 100 for the R and RGB, it's red. 200 for the G and RGB, it's green. And then let's stick with the channels theme, so I'll make it pink from here on out. So let's change the direction of this thing. So now we want it to face left, faces left. We want it to face right, up, down. And of course we can change the size of this. So let's jack it up, and here we go. 1000 by 1000 pixels. Exactly what we wanted, and really simple. Let's just go ahead and build this thing. All right, step 1, get an SVG file. And we have one here. This is the caret that we demoed. Step 2, take that SVG file and wrap it in a React component. I'm noting the path elements here in this SVG because I like to refactor them a little bit for my React components. You didn't have to wait long to see that refactor. So we've moved fill up to line 8, so that's just one fill for the whole SVG, nice solid SVG. And then we've taken the data parts of our SVG and put them in strings in their own variables. Just clean up the clutter, make it really easy to read and look at this SVG. So now finally, what we've been waiting for. So here's the props that are going to control our SVG. So we're just defining fill, width, height, and rotation. So now we're applying those props to our React component. We've lifted the values that came with our SVG and we're applying them as default props to our component. That way, however the designer gave us this SVG, if you don't change anything, it's just going to look that way. After that, lines 17 to 22, that's just applying the props to our component. Remember, you can extend any part of an SVG like this. This is just what we've been doing for the example. And this is it, complete. I really like styled components, so I use that for the example here. And we have a transition, so anytime anything changes on this SVG, state-wise, we're going to get a 1-second transition. I used 1 second just for the demo. It's longer so you can see what's happening. But in a real-world example, I'd probably use something closer to 200 milliseconds. That's it. It was that simple? Yeah? It was that simple.